One way you know that you're in a vampirical situation or interaction or relationship is if you feel compelled. If you feel compelled for whatever reason to interact with somebody, like if you feel you must email them or you must contact them, like you're going to lose something important for your life if you don't, that is psychic intimidation. It always is. Because if you didn't feel forced and your energy and you felt like interacting with somebody, then you wouldn't feel forced if your energy was flowing. It's because your soul is not participating in it that you feel compelled to. And if you feel compelled, it's always because there is psychic intimidation. That's simple. And in this case, every single case, when you feel compelled, they're playing on a fear you have. And this is very important because if you have such a situation, then it is massively for your benefit. Because if you bring out which fear you have that they are using to intimidate and force you into interaction, then you can progress very quickly in life if you find out that I fear this. For example, I used to be in touch with a lot of people because I used to fear social ostracization, that if I didn't speak to those people, then they would character assassinate me. Most of my life I've been surrounded by entities like that, and I would say 95% of the world is like that. If you don't be their friend, then they'll character assassinate you. Like, they won't accept it that even if you're an introvert, they won't accept it. Really, they actually are that cruel. There were times when I didn't want to speak to anyone because I was recovering from such severe abuse. But they were merciless. They wanted interaction. And when I didn't interact, then they spoke about me behind my back. And so I got traumatized by that. And I developed this fear that I have to always keep speaking to. I have to tolerate all these people, interact with all these people. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen to me. And when I realized one day why I had this fear, I was like, I'm not walking in faith. I'm not walking in trust. I'm walking in fear. And when you walk in fear, then you're sowing in fear and then you reap fear. That's the fear cycle. It's no good for anybody. It is no good. It is no good. We walk in faith or we don't walk at all. This is the reality. When you're in fear, you're not progressing. And that is why it's a great opportunity if you're feeling forced to interact with anybody, because they're playing on a fear you have. And if you bring that fear out and you face it, then you can progress so quickly on. It's true. It's true. You can progress. This is a great opportunity. And you should know that if you're feeling forced to interact, then you're being vampirized. You are being drained by that person. That's simple. And in the case of humans, it is never one person. There are more than one involved, and you might not be aware of them, but there are more than one involved. Always 3, 6 or 9, that's their game.